100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scam when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the visitors and the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 10 logo. Protein spill. Set. Defense.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. A nice little juke. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
61, matchbox lights.
53, Mike. Blue there. Watch the end.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke.
Shit.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They
crucial right there, boy.
It's going to bring up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch.
That was probably a touchdown right there.
On the passing downs, that's a pretty good first step right there.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, kill. 27, 26.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Take what they give you, babe.
Cleveland first down.
Take what they give you. No need to force nothing. Just take what they give you.
For a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific
They ain't got
play.
backup. They ain't got backup. We need backup.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Damn!
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I'm not sure
that you squeeze through that motherfucker.
Definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Here we go. 26. Here we go. 47. 26.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You got to punt on 4th and 1.
Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop
I forgot
me
the
from
4th down rule. I got to punt.
to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game.
I forgot the 4th down rule.
Early.
I want to go for it, but I forgot the damn rule.
And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
How the fuck I don't be know the rules to these damn fucking leagues, man?
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves...
Wow.
Accelerating and
that's why I should have went for that shit, man.
It's the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness?
Fuck, man. What the fuck is the fourth down rule?
Going for the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
So nobody ain't gonna tell me the fourth down rule. Y'all pay
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First play.
Win that shit, man.
Way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. Open man is Higgins. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, get 26.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run right side with Hunt. And
like
gain
bitch.
here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Hey, come on now. Shift.
Here's Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught at 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Check safety. Hey, check 24.
Look at me. Go. Pilot, 64. Get it.
Now they try the right side here. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Set 50. Slant. Bridgestone. Grab it.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 43. Alert 3.
Hey, lock it. Now.
Slant. Alert flat.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets
Good
it to
run,
the
boy.
34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chargers. That's the end of the first quarter.
These two teams all tied after one.
But can y'all play like X Factors? Goddamn it, I got 3 of you bitches out there. Can y'all play like it?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, high 7. Look at me, zipper.
Get your swerve on.
Ready?
On 1st down, Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt.
Somebody got blocked.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
40-46. Here we go. Situation. Let's go. Mike's 49.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Hold the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You wasn't even supposed to hold the ball. That was a quick slant. You wasn't even supposed to hold the ball that long, man.
He's been unblockable.
That's my fault.
I think that goes all the way back to not just his
Wasn't supposed to hold the ball that long.
but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found
That shit is supposed to be
matchups
quick.
that
I
he
saw
likes,
that shit
and
coming.
He's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Go to 54, go to 54, line in. Hey, kill.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Shit.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls
I
for
ain't
a
supposed to
penalty,
take
but
that
I just
sack.
don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Watch twins. Hey,
6-6, pull it high.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Go.
Check 52.
Five.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
53's the mic. Check right. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down.
Good one, boy.
Side here, and it's complete. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Leo. Yeah.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check, check. Hey. Sponge.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and run.
Whoa!
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Get ready.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Play to win. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're
Sorry, boy, I'm playing the game.
The back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
No problem.
One unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Love you.
Try to find a lane.
I'm in an intense game, so I got to hit you back.
Scrimmage and no more.
Right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A give right side now to Hunt.
Shit!
Nice job to break the 1-10. Not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Here we go, 46.
You go, touchdown. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Kill. 47. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offside.
Shit, I can't run 5 because he's going to blitz.
And keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Check 9, check 9.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. Go.
Prescott.
All right, no, I wasn't going to have no
Pressure
time.
gets there, and he goes down.
That's why I ain't want no power.
19. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch the safety creep. Check 37. Check 37. Kill.
Score. Step.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Good track.
Hey, team 6.
Get that ball. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
And And the blitz does come. Open man, it's out. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Man.
Slant.
Hey, orbit. Yo, go. Go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He's got Allen. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Rock it. Now. Two.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Anzalone in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going across midfield and into Charger territory.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run again with Hunt. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
He's checking. Crash. 49, guys. Mike.
Prescott on first down.
Damn.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, he's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the
one blitz, dude. I'm going to send out 2 receivers and leave everybody in block.
Just added to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Locke going to try and throw on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right here. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Slam.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Show it up, show it up.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line.
They'll run again with Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 50. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Motherfucker, Browns ain't no joke.
Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Put the buck on that shit.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
That was right there. That was my pick.
Go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
That was my fucking pick.
Looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down.
I don't like that shit. I don't like doing that stretch shit.
Behind the line. We have
That
not
shit don't
seen
work
that
for me.
much today. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Prescott from the gun on third.
Shit, that fucking center.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though. There's no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, stand up. Now.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw.
Thank you.
Fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Switches. Everybody, get him. Hey, 47.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Artie.
26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And now it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back.
I'm trying to stay away from that nigga.
Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike's 49. Watch the slant.
Prescott to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, baby.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And maybe a measure of revenge there.
Oh, my
He's
God.
had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
It's 3rd and goal.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw is Prescott.
Oh, he's going to caught that.
But it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah,
and now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down,
hold that block, 68.
He will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it.
Yeah.